Welcome back. This is our last class. As you can see, we're back at Niagara College. It is my privilege once again to be today with Professor Jaclyn. And what are we going to do today is going to match and pairing cocktails with food. This is something that is very important because once again, how are we going to satisfy our customer experience, how we're going to give it something extra, and how we're going to match those flavors that you've been learning with beer, that you've been learning with wine, and different things that we're going to do today. So what I have today, we have the five cocktails, the same five cocktails that we made last week, and Professor Jaclyn and myself, we're going to go back and forth to these tastings over here. Welcome back. It's a pleasure to having you here.
Thank you, Chef Oz. It's a pleasure to join you. So, very happy to be back and dive a little bit more into the components of our cocktail and how they pair with food. So we're going to start here with our martini. If you recall, we made a perfect martini. The anchor for this cocktail is gin. So, Chef Oz, can you tell us what you prepared?
Yes, by the way, I love those garnish. Those garnish, they are amazing. They look like $1 million drink. And that is the wow factor. We learned about that in last class. So for this particular pairing, I did crab cakes. So I have over here a mayonnaise that put on top with some pickle. And also I put a ketchup, a little bit ketchup that I make with tomatoes. I also put a little bit strawberry that are coming in the season very quickly, and I macerated, and these are crab cakes. They have, in my opinion, I don't know what you think, they have the right acidity and the right balance. It is a nice bite. You're just going to grab it, put it in your mouth, and you can rinse it with the martini.
The martini is an excellent complement to the crab cakes. The reason being, we have a citrus profile coming out. We know lemon and fish is a great partnership. As well, we have the herbaceous notes of our Spirit of York gin that is in this martini that's going to cut through the weight of this crab cake. So it's very flavorful, fresh crab, gin, and fish are a wonderful pairing to go with.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. From there, we're going to move to the mojito. And you are in trouble right now because you got to talk about the mojito, not me. So what do you think about that cocktail?
Well, I have told Chef Oz that this is the best mojito I've ever had.
She's lying. She's lying.
So I'm pretty sure this is easy to talk about. So this mojito is bright and refreshing. In a moment, Chef Oz is going to take you through our regional pairing, as well as his own creation, which is impeccable. But the mojito we think of as bright and refreshing. So it pairs well with heavier dishes. Here we have a little bit of meat in this tapas or appetizer. And the brightness of the lime juice and the sweetness of the rum really complements and cuts through that meat. Would you like to tell us a little bit about this dish?
Absolutely. Let's go back to the Caribbean. Let's go back to Cuba. Let's go back to Dominican Republic. So what I have over here, very traditional, the base of this tapa over here, it is a deep fried plantain. You have to deep fry it twice. And on top, you have pulled beef. So this is ropa vieja and this is tostones. You're going to find this in a lot of places in the Caribbean, such as Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and Cuba. And they're very good balance. It is kind of like a sweetness because the peppers, the tomatoes, and once again, is a perfect complement for a wedding, the perfect complement to have a guest in your house over the summertime and enjoying that delicatessen with a nice mojito. From there, we are going to move to our Negroni. That is a complex or contrast. You said something last week.
I said it's contemporary and complex.
Contemporary and complex.
It's a fantastic beverage. So here, if you recall, our base was 3 different spirits. So we used gin, we used vermouth, and we used Campari. So alone in this glass, we have an excellent blend of the different components of taste. So we have bitter, we have sweet, and we have the aromatics and the alcohol that make this drink really, really enjoyable, both on its own and when paired. So our choice for the pairing, I'm going to send this over to
These are arancinis. What is an arancini? So this is a risotto bowl. In this case, I infusing with bocconcini, a soft cheese. I made my risotto with that. After that, let it cool it down, and I made these tiny balls that are perfect for just one bite and enjoying with a Negroni. In this case, I'm doing something kind of like an Italian drink with an Italian dish. So this is something that is going to pair in very well. You can make the filling of the Negroni with any type of cheese. You can put peas. You can do anything with that. But in this case, I put bocconcini to try to make it nice and gentle the drink to enjoy also the gym. I don't want to overpower with this drink. From there, we go into our bourbon, and that would be our whiskey. Please.
Our old fashioned. So if you recall, we took a different twist on this. We added a little bit of maple syrup. We muddled it with some water just to infuse that maple flavor into the drink. And then we used our bourbon, our sweet corn-based, beautifully oaked bourbon. The great thing about the pairing that we're presenting to you today is that we have an aged spirit in a cocktail, so our old-fashioned, and we're using aged meat. So I'm going to allow Chef Oz to take you through his creation.
So in here I have prosciutto. This is a Parma prosciutto, and what I have inside here it is fig. The fig is going to be sweet. It's ripe. It's nice and sweet. And like Professor Jaclyn explained, this it is with an aged meat. So prosciutto and bourbon, I think, are going to be a very good combination. So what do we got over here in front of you? They're a very good representation for different other herbs that you can showcase in any type of wedding, in any type of reception. Finally, we are going to talk about something that is very, very important, and it is about this beautiful cocktail that we also made, and that was Professor Jaclyn's invention. She came with that. So that is going to be registered. So what do we have here?
Our raspberry sublime. I'm probably more excited about the name than anything. So this cocktail, recall, we have a beautiful concentrated natural raspberry flavor. Our freeze-thawed the raspberries, our addition of lime, and our use of honey to sweeten it creates a really refreshing and bright profile. Again, it's garnished with lime. The rim is garnished with sugar, and we have added some different flowers, hibiscus and butterfly pea flower, to impress our guests, to add some health benefits, some antioxidants into that. So with this said, this drink is an excellent pairing with a number of these dishes here. Today we've decided to pair with something a little bit sweeter. We have a very acidic drink here, and we're ready to balance that with the food. So I'm going to allow Chef to take you through.
So what I have over here, it is a key lime, once again, hors d'oeuvre cheesecake. So what I'm going to put on top over here, Jaclyn, it is salted caramel. So right now, this is not only a sweet delicatessen, this is also savory. So it's going to have the lime, it's going to have the salted caramel, and also the meringue over here is torch, it's being burned. This uh, these hors d'oeuvres, I think that you can pair it with many of the dishes as well that you can have it here. By the way, you can also make any type of coffee. You can add any of this beautiful tequila coffee infused to that drink, and making sure that you have the knowledge, have the passion, like the Professor Kathleen has, and making sure that you bring that one back to the customer. Hospitality is amazing. It's always how we're going to share our experience with our customer. For me, it's been a great journey. I've been teaching many of you for 2 years. It is amazing that you choose us. Thank you for being at Niagara College. Once again, thank you very much for this class. I hope that you enjoy this journey that you have at Niagara College. I'm looking forward to shake your hands one time, maybe many times, but thank you very much and have a wonderful trip in Germany.